Hi, Katie. Can I talk to you for a second? Oh, hey, Ashley. It's been a while. It's kind of surprising to hear from you. What's up? No, nothing special. Our kids are not in the same kindergarten class anymore, and they use different school bus, so we don't get a chance to see each other often. I thought we could have some talk. I know. We used to live in the same apartment, and they used to play together. They grow up so fast. It's fun to chit-chat once in a while. Yeah, we moved out of that cheap place soon and moved into a fully customized house. We can't rent a room forever, right? I mean, our standard of living has changed. I was worried that we might not get along. Really? We go to the same kindergarten and same elementary school eventually. Nothing will change. What? You've got to be kidding me. We built a fully custom-built house in a very popular and expensive area. Can you stop putting me in the same position with the rest of the people in the world? Oh, and of course you are included in the others. Oh, that place was popular? I didn't know. Oh, you'd better remember that. Oh, by the way, we built a house too. What? When? Where? They have just finished building and we're moving in next week. Where? Which company built it? I'm so curious. Did you say that you were building a house? Yeah, well, we just happened to build a house. You know, you need luck too. We found a nice place near the station and in the same school district. We had candlelight homes to build it. Really? Candlelight? Why didn't you use our company? Oh, that's right. You work for a housing company. Sorry, I forgot about it. We wanted to build a house where we could feel cozy. That's why we chose them. That's terrible. We can build a cozy house too. What? Are you saying we can't? No, not like that. My husband's friend works at Candlelight and we'd been talking about it forever. They've known each other for a long time, so they've started talking about it, and so I'm sorry. Fine. Oh, hey, do you mind if I come and visit you? I do the same business, so I'd like to learn from them. Yeah, of course. After we move in and get settled, you can come visit me on your day off. Will do. I'll look forward to it. Bye. Okay, see you soon. Hi, Katie. It's been a while. How are you doing? Oh, Ashley, it's Sunday, but you're off today? I heard you guys are busy on the weekends, so I thought it's hard for home builders to take weekends off. Luckily, it's an off season right now. I was able to get a day off today, so I thought I'd spend some time by myself. And then I just came up with the idea in having a barbecue. Wow, that's really nice. Maybe I'll have a barbecue next week too. The kids would love it. It's one of the best parts of moving in from an apartment to a house with a yard. Yes, since it was a sudden day off, I didn't have any plan. Plus, I have an unfortunate news for you. Huh? What is it? Actually, I'm having a barbecue at your place. What? Why? Because you told me to come visit you on my day off, so I did what I said. I'm a very active person, aren't I? It was a sudden day off, so I came over to your house for a barbecue, but it burned down. I'm sorry you're left with a 30-year mortgage, but good luck paying it off. Ashley, is that a joke? I'm in my bed at home replying you. What? Why are you at my home? What do you mean? I'm on maternity leave. I mean, it's Sunday. Either way, it's my regular day off. Oh, you're going to have a baby and a burnt house. That's a lot of work. That's funny. Hey, what do you mean a fire? Was there a fire near where you live? Like I said, I'm relaxing on my bed at home. What? Your bed at home? You haven't even noticed the fire. Are you crazy? Huh? The house is on fire from the barbecue, and it's burning up like crazy. You'd better get out or you'll be burned. Get out now, you're crazy. Well, I checked and there's no fire in the yard and the house is not on fire. Not even the gas stove in the kitchen is on. What? I was in your yard a few minutes ago and having a barbecue with a huge fire going. It was windy and unfortunately the fire flew into a tree in the yard and it spread to the house. That's right, your Tesla in the garage. I bet it's burned to a crisp right now. I'm so sorry. Huh? What are you talking about? My car is not a Tesla. Huh? Your car is a black Tesla. I know. Yeah, until last year. We bought a new one last year before the inspection. Now it's Toyota. It's really comfortable. Huh? You replaced it? Not Tesla? Yeah, actually, after we bought it, we realized that the parking lot in the apartment was a little too small. That's also why we built the house. It was a big financial commitment, but it's something we had to think about someday, so we made up our mind. What? You have a brand new house and the car is Toyota? Yes, that's right. But my husband and I will be stuck in loan. Oh, the car is not a loan. Not a loan? What? You paid with cash? My husband is in finance, so he does a lot of the financial stuff for me. Thank God. And the mortgage isn't 30 years. We're both working, so it's shorter than that. I just want to pay the interest as soon as possible. Whatever. After all, a loan is a loan. You're going to be stuck in loan. The precious house you have loan is burnt out. So I told you I do what I said. I'm in my bed, in my room, in my precious new home, texting you. You've been saying fire, fire. Which house are you talking about? I'm telling you, it's your house. What are you saying? If you say you live in the elementary school district near a station, this is the only newly built house. What? We're not in the elementary school district. Didn't I tell you that? Huh? You said you found a nice place in our school district. Have you lost your mind already? That's not what I meant. I found a nice place in the junior high school district. What? Junior high school district? You know, my older son is going to junior high school from this year, and my youngest son is going to elementary school in a year. I thought it would be good timing. It was the right time for everything. I didn't have to worry about the small school district. He has to go to a different elementary school though, but he'll have a lot of friends from kindergarten, so it should be okay. What? You've got to be kidding me. If you said it's in the school district, you'd think it's an elementary school, wouldn't you? Don't confuse me. You're trying to trick me. Of course not. It's just your imagination. I didn't even think about elementary school or junior high school. I didn't have that in mind. I just said in the same school district. Normally, we go to the same elementary school, even though we're in different grades, so you'd think it would be the same elementary school. I didn't think that far ahead. I guess I didn't have enough imagination. Sorry. You're not sorry. This is seriously someone else's house. What on earth am I going to do? Well, I don't know. I don't have any idea. Hey, I can see smoke near the station from my balcony. Is that it? Be more serious. It's your problem. Oh, I'm worried about you. I was wondering what's going to happen to you. Huh? Me? It's none of my business either. You broke into someone's house without permission and then set it on fire by having barbecue without permission. Oh God. What? Watch out for your language. I didn't set it on fire. You didn't, but you don't deny that you broke into the house and had barbecue on your own. So what? Oh, now you admit it. Of course you're Ashley. But you can't get away with this, can you? Huh? The fire insurance will pay for the fire anyway. The owner of this house doesn't have to pay anything. Therefore, I have nothing to pay for. It's not like I admit it or can't get away. I'm following the rule. The fire insurance, maybe you're right. They'll pay for arson too, but they will still try to find out who did it, you know. I don't think they'll ever know. Why do you think so? Because no one saw how it went on fire. I mean, they probably didn't even notice that I was in the barbecuing in the first place. You can't threaten me. Surprising. Ashley, do you really work for a housing company? What? Normally, there should be security cameras, right? Huh? It's a brand new house, right? Perhaps. Your company doesn't use security cameras? We use them too. Front door, garage, and yard. What? I mean, in the first place, you went to that house alone, right? Yeah. Did you really have barbecue? Do people have barbecue alone? Huh? How did you bring all the tools and foods by yourself? You said the place burned down, but did all your tools burn up too? Did the fire really spread from the barbecue in the first place? There are so many questions that even I can think of. Well, I'm sure you don't have that kind of guts to enjoy barbecue alone in the house of someone you don't like, so barbecue shouldn't be true. No, it's true. I think it's just an arson, right? Proof! There is no proof. Unless there's proof, I can't be suspected. Ashley, you're so shallow. At the very least, this conversation should be the evidence. What? This conversation? You said it went on fire in front of you. It's obvious evidence. But I just said that and there's no absolute evidence who did it. Think about it. I just told you. What? Security cameras. If you check the camera records, I'm sure it'll all come out. Hey, the house burned to the ground. There's no way there's a record. The cameras should be all gone. There's no way anyone can see it. Oh, that fire was put out pretty fast. You didn't know? What? Oh, Ashley, you must have freaked out and ran away. When you texted me, you had already run far away from the house. Fire is scary, isn't it? What? I'm not scared. Well then, you should know that it was put out right away, right? Huh? You're lying. You didn't even see it. Don't tell like you know everything. Liar. Then if you hadn't run away, the fire alarm would have been going off this whole time, but you didn't hear it? Maybe it was going off inside the house. It was going off. The house was a new candlelight model home before it opened to everyone, so it has more alarms and security cameras than the existing house. That's why the people in the office immediately noticed the alarm and called for firefighting. No way! A model home? Oh no! That's why the fire didn't spread, according to my husband's friend. It's a good thing it didn't turn into a big fire. What? It was burning like crazy. It's not like you would be put out fast or anything. Hey, maybe when you snuck onto the property, it must have already noticed something was wrong. Security nowadays don't make a sound and quietly hunts down suspicious people, you know. I mean, the model room is a lie, right? I thought it was someone's new house. There were no signs or anything? There weren't. There was no sign of anyone too. That's because it is a model room before it is sold to everyone. Of course no one lives there. There were no signs or banners. Can't be helped. It's confusing. That's why I mistook it for your house. Mistake or not mistake, it's trespassing to enter someone else's property. That's a crime. Shut up. And what's that Tesla? That's another reason I mistook your house. They confused me. There are tons of people driving Tesla. Maybe it was the staff's car. I mean, that's your interpretation. Well, that's true, but maybe they left the car in the model home for a security purpose. If you find out that no one is home, someone like you might try to go into the house. How scary. Shut up. What are you going to do, Ashley? What? How are you going to take the responsibility? The house is covered by fire insurance anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm sure the insurance will rebuild it, won't they? The house might be so, but what about you? Me? What happens to you? If the insurance is used and the house is rebuilt to its original condition, that's the end of it, isn't it? Huh? Of course not. What do you mean? As I said before, entering someone's property without permission is trespassing. And it's clearly arson. This is a crime. You may not have to pay for the house, but it doesn't make up for the crime you committed. A crime? You don't feel guilty? I feel sorry for you. Is this a crime? Of course it is. Trespassing and arson are all over the news. Haven't you seen it? No, can't be. I didn't mean it like that. This is not a crime. Even if you don't intend to do it, you won't be forgiven. I told you this is a crime. If Candlelight doesn't sue me, everything will be fine, right? Then get your husband to do something about it, please. Hey, if you had made the wrong move, you could have burned down our house. How can we want to help that kind of person? It's crazy. Maybe so, but we're friends. How can you say that? Plus, it's obvious arson. I really appreciate Candlelight Home for this house, and we hope to have a good relationship with them in the future. So I don't do anything to protect my fake friends or anything like that. It's none of my business. Please don't expect anything from me. Don't say that we're fake friends. I don't know why you have a grudge against me, but it's not normal to try to burn down a house. It's not a normal adult thing to do. Please go fix your mind. Where at? At the jail. No! You can't take it back now. Not only the security cameras, but you probably have witnesses in the area. The police are smart, you know. I'll submit this conversation as evidence too. No way! You guys work in the same industry. Rumors will spread in no time. Ashley, will you be okay? What? I'm going to lose my job too? Well, whether the rumors spread or not, I'm sure you'll be fired immediately upon committing the crime. I seriously didn't mean it. One instance shows all. I'm sorry for your loss. No! Ashley went back to the house. Such a dumb idea. The police, who had been investigating the case, came to talk to her. Of course, talking was not enough. She was taken away by the police. Since this house cannot be sold because of the fire, Candlelight Home is also considering filing a claim for damages for obstruction of business. She was fired from her job because of the crime and demand a large sum of money for damages by some listed companies. The house that she had boasted of, a popular and expensive land, fully custom-built house, is now on the market. I've learned that even if you try to one-up someone, nothing good will happen.
Hey Amanda, come home early. It's already dinner time. Where the heck are you? Are you playing around? How irresponsible of you that you didn't even cook dinner. Florence, please prepare your own dinner tonight. I told you so this morning. And for your information, I'm not playing around. What did you say? I told you that I'm going home to take care of my father for the weekend starting this week. So please at least prepare your own dinner. I wonder if you said something like that. I don't know if I heard it or not, but I'm stumped. I'm incredibly hungry for macaroni and cheese right now. I don't want to eat the instant version of that because it tastes horrible. Why don't you make it yourself then? What are you talking about? House chores, including cooking, is a wife's job. So you should come home to make it for your mother-in-law. My request should be your top priority above all others. If you have time to make excuses, come home as soon as possible. This is horrible. Are you trying to say that preparing food for you is more important than taking care of my father? Yes, I am. Because you're the one who married my son. A wife has to put her husband's family first at all times. That's what we call the common sense. No way. Shame on your father, Amanda. He let you get married, but he called you back just to take care of himself. How pathetic. I told my father that I would take care of him on the weekends. Please don't blame him. I see. But even if it was you who initiated it, most parents would have said no. It's miserable and shameful to have a child as a caregiver. I'm so impressed with you and your father that I'm now speechless. What do you mean by that? It's embarrassing to have your child take care of you, isn't it? I'm talking about the fact that there are people who are so ashamed to be cared for by their children. As I recall, your father was in a wheelchair, wasn't he? Yes, he was. 3 years ago, he was involved in a car accident, and as a result of the accident, he became paralyzed. He is now in a wheelchair. Paralyzed and in a wheelchair. He's the same age as me, and he's already in diapers. What's wrong with that? I don't see it as a problem, but to be in diapers when you're still old enough to work is a bit of a problem, don't you think so? And to have his own daughter to change his diapers, I would die of embarrassment if I were him. I'd rather jump into the ocean than be humiliated like that. I see. But my father is grateful to me, and I'm happy to be able to show him some filial piety. Even though he was paralyzed in the accident, I'm glad that he's alive. I don't like it. Changing diapers is not the way to show filial piety. It seems that no matter what I say, you won't accept it. At any rate, from now on, please don't talk badly about my family. I'm going back to my parents' house every week from now on, and I'll ask you to make your own meals during that time. If you can't make it, please order a delivery service. Well, I won't allow you to do that. You are my son's wife. That's why our family is your first priority at all costs. Take care of the family you live with instead of taking care of your parents. Are you saying that I shouldn't go home every weekend? I wouldn't go that far, but how about just coming back to cook dinner? If you are a wife, you have to make sure your family eats freshly prepared food, right? Why should I go all the way back home just to make dinner? It takes me 2 hours each way to get home from my parents' house. And you want me to go back to my parents' house after I make dinner? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Your father is paralyzed and can't move anyway, so why don't you just let him sit in a wheelchair for the time until you get there? What a horrible thing to say. I don't want to talk to you anymore today, Florence. I'll leave you with this for now. Derek, can I talk to you now? I think your mother has crossed the line. You should say something to her too.
What's the matter all of a sudden? Crossed the line? What did Mom say?
She makes fun of my father's paralysis and says that my in-laws are more important than my father. What is wrong with the daughter taking care of her own father?
Amanda, calm down. Don't be mad like that.
Huh? What do you mean?
I just don't understand the reason why. Mom didn't say anything crazy. There's no need to get so mad.
I beg your pardon?
My mom is right about everything. Amanda, you're my wife. So, as a wife, you have to take care of our house chores.
That's terrible. So you think the same way too?
But more importantly, I need to talk to you. Is now a convenient time for you?
Well, yes. Go on then.
I've wanted to ask you for a long time. How much money do you get if you're paralyzed and in a wheelchair? You said your father already quit his job. As I recall, he can use a disability pension for this kind of thing.
What's with that question all of a sudden? I don't know why you're asking me that, and if I could, I wouldn't want to answer it even between you and I. It's not the kind of thing you can ask just like that.
Oh no, I'm actually thinking about buying a new car soon.
No kidding.
But these days, we're in a recession and bonuses are low, right? So I don't have any money for the down payment, and I'm in a bit of a bind. I was wondering if your father would take this opportunity to give me some sort of financial support.
You're asking help from a paralyzed man? Are you kidding me? I can't believe what you just said out of the blue. I mean, our car still runs perfectly well. There's no need to replace it.
I drive the car to work every day, right? So, I want to drive a nice car to get in the mood to go to work. It's a good way to talk to my boss when I drive a nice car. If I get a promotion because of it, you'll be happy too, won't you?
If you're going to get the promotion, you'd better work hard and do your best at your job. You don't need to ask my father, who is physically disabled, to help you buy a new car.
Don't say that. Your father's rich, right? I'm sure he got a lot of money from the car accident. According to my estimate, I'd say he got at least $5 million.
I didn't know that you even calculate that. I mean, that's just too rude of you.
I don't think so. I'm letting my wife take care of her father, so I deserve to get the compensation of that.
What? Let me tell you this, Derek. I'm the one who wants to take care of my father. I'm well aware that both you and your mother don't want me to do that.
But we're not forcing you to stop taking care of your father. We're letting you do as you wish. As the result, I'm sort of lending you to your father. Don't you think your father should repay us in some way?
I don't think so. It was a huge mistake to discuss about this matter with you. Don't you dare to mention about my family ever again. This also applies to your mother.
Hey, come on. Pick up the phone. Get back home now. Hurry up. Don't ignore me, Amanda.
What's with you all of a sudden? I'm at my parents' home this weekend taking care of my father. You promised you'd never contact me during that time, remember?
Except for emergency, right? Just come home as soon as possible. We're in trouble.
What's going on? What do you mean by emergency?
It's about my mother. She collapsed and is now in the hospital.
What? Florence collapsed?
I heard a strange noise in the living room this morning. When I ran there, I found my mother had collapsed. She was rushed to the emergency room and is now in the hospital nearby.
She collapsed and was rushed to the emergency room? How is she? Is she conscious?
Yes, she is. She just woke up a few minutes ago and can talk just fine. But her right leg is completely immobilized.
Seriously?
Her right hand is shaking and the doctor says that she is paralyzed due to a stroke.
Paralyzed?
The doctor told me that it might improve with rehabilitation, but he can't guarantee that for now. I'm afraid that she may never be able to move her right leg ever again. I'm in a sticky situation.
I see. Even my dad struggled a lot during the rehab, but I wonder if your mother will be okay. It's physically very hard, but the hardest thing in this case is the motivation. How long will Florence stay at the hospital? Will she be moved to another hospital specializing in rehab?
Well, she said that she wants to go home as soon as possible. She said that she can do the rehab at home, and since you are a housewife, she wants you to take care of her.
Excuse me?
The hospital also said that she can either be transferred to a rehabilitation hospital or discharged today. I told the doctor that I'm going to have my mom discharged for home rehab. Amanda, I'm counting on you to take better care of Mom from now on.
Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? If Florence is going to be transferred to a rehabilitation hospital, you shouldn't hesitate. If there's a chance of improvement with rehabilitation, she definitely needs to be seen by a specialist.
What are you talking about? Mom wants to go home. It's the family's responsibility to make that happen.
But who's going to take care of her when she comes home? It's very hard to take care of a paralyzed person.
That's why you're here. You can take care of your own father, so you can take care of my mom too. You're a professional, Amanda. It is not going to be any different taking care of two people, right?
Huh?
You're my wife. You're the only one I can count on. I'm counting on you to take care of Mom.
No, I can't do that.
Why can't you?
I said it's impossible. I can never take care of Florence. If you want to take care of her at home, you can do it by yourself.
Hey, don't talk to me like that. I'm serious. Don't be weedy in a situation like this. It would be inappropriate.
I don't think so.
Huh?
The person who made fun of my father so much is now a paralyzed just like him. Serves her right. Florence said that it's embarrassing and disgraceful to be taken care by her children. I thought she said that she would rather jump into the sea than to become the subject of such humiliation. Seems that she hasn't jumped yet.
Don't be silly. Your husband's mother just collapsed. She had the stroke and she's paralyzed. And yet, what's with that attitude of yours?
Considering what you and your mother have been saying and doing to me, I'd say I have every right to behave like this.
What the heck?
Let me tell you something. Caring for a family member is a lot harder than you think, Derek. I'm sure you're going to have a very tough time balancing work and nursing care, but good luck. I'm counting on you.
What are you talking about? You're the one who have to do the hard work. As my wife, you're going to take care of your mother-in-law.
Remember a few seconds ago when I said I couldn't do it? Who's going to take care of someone like that? I think we should get a divorce, Derek.
Are you kidding me?
I absolutely hate being forced to take care of Florence just because I'm your wife. I don't want to take care of someone who has insulted me and my father so much. I want to stop being your wife.
Hey, hold it right there. What are you thinking? Divorce at a time like this?
What are you talking about? This is the perfect time for us to have a divorce.
What?
I'm serious. It's hard enough taking care of my father on the weekends, but it's absolutely impossible to take care of you and your mother every weekday.
Really?
Caring for my father is something I want to do, so it's fine. But taking care of Florence, even if I get paid, is just too much for me to do. Well then, I'll send you the divorce papers later. Please sign it as soon as you receive it. Hey Amanda! What do you mean you're abandoning my care? You're my son's wife, but you refuse to take care of your mother-in-law? This is unbelievable! I'm sorry, but I'm not your son's wife anymore. As of today, I am divorced from Derek. I'm a stranger to you guys. Stop joking around! I'm not. Yesterday, I sent the divorce papers by express mail. Then, Derek snapped, saying he didn't want such a cold wife like me and signed it right away. I'm glad he's such a bold ex-husband. What a thing to say! I can't believe you divorced him in the heat of the moment. My precious helper is now gone. Don't be so depressed, Florence. Derek has declared manfully that he will take care of everything from now on. What? My son said that? He's going to take care of me? Yes, he will. I gave him some advice. He said that it's so easy to take care of you. He was very confident that he could manage both work and your care. Huh? At first, Derek was worried about his future. You are paralyzed and can't move anyway. I told him that since you are paralyzed and couldn't move anyway, if you sit in a wheelchair, you could stay there for hours without troubling him. How rude of you to say such a thing! Then, he said that it's a piece of cake. He said that all he has to do is to sit you in the wheelchair in the morning and then go to work right after that. Even if he has to work late, you are paralyzed, so you won't walk around, and he can leave you in your wheelchair as long as he wants. Oh, no, wait! Don't tell that kind of bullshit care as an advice to my son! Huh? Bullshit? You were the one who said that you were fine with it, weren't you? What do you mean by that? You told me that all the time. You said that nursing is just fine as long as you keep the person in a wheelchair, because paralyzed people can't move anyway. Oh, no! That's not what I meant when I said that! Also, you are embarrassed to have your own son help you with diapers, aren't you? You said you'd rather jump into the ocean than to be humiliated like that. That's why I made sure to tell Derek about that too. You can't jump into the sea on your own if you are paralyzed anyway, but Derek is very considerate of you, so he said that he doesn't want to make you feel that way. Then he said he doesn't have to do anything. He also said that he can handle it by himself. Oh no, wait a sec! I can't go to the restroom on my own! I can't even change a diaper by myself! That's why rehab is the best solution for you. But you said that you can handle that at home. Think of every day as rehabilitation and do your best. I can't believe this is really happening! Also, Derek said taking care of you would be easy. Even though he is now divorced, you're lucky to have such a reliable son. Wait! Amanda! I beg you to teach my son properly about how to take care of me. If he can't do that, at least tell him to call a professional. Tell him that he can focus on his work and leave the care to the professionals. Oh, you mean you want to use a home helper? Of course, I've taught Derek about how to use that too. But he said that it's a waste of money. He said he wants to buy a new car if he can get the money from your insurance. No way! A new car with the money from my insurance? Yes, he has been wanting to buy a new car for a long time. And if he gets the insurance money, he will probably go out and buy one right away. At his company, it seems that if you drive a nice car, you get promoted faster. I'm glad that you were able to use the insurance money to help your son get ahead. I beg your pardon? Well, I'll leave you to it. I hope you get discharged from the hospital soon.
Hey, Amanda, you lied to me.
What?
What's this? Caring for someone is so hard. You said to me that it was easy.
I didn't tell you that it was easy. You misunderstood that by yourself.
Huh?
I was just giving you some advice. You're the one who said it was easy, not me. Don't shift the blame on me.
The way you said that makes it sound easy to me. I didn't know that I have to change her position every hour and also change her diaper. Nothing is easy. I can't do this while working.
Yes, nursing is hard work, but you bought a new car with the insurance money as a reward for doing that for your mother, didn't you? Then, you have to do your best to take care of her.
A new car? I can't afford that for the rest of my life.
What do you mean? You still don't have insurance money transferred to your bank account?
I'll never get insurance money. My mom doesn't have any private insurance. She was so stingy with her monthly premiums that she didn't want to use that kind of thing.
Oh dear, I didn't know about that. Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding about this stuff. So we don't have the money we were hoping for, and mom's only income is her pension. But that pension will disappear if she hires a helper.
That sounds like a lot of work. You have a job, but you can't even ask for a helper.
So, Amanda, please, come back to me. Help me.
I won't.
I'm at my wit's end. Mom can't move. She's taking her frustration out on me, and I'm missing a lot of work because of her care. There's a rumor that my company has announced the list of candidates for restructuring, and I'm in that list.
It's just a rumor, right? Don't worry about it. Work hard and take care of yourself. Even if you don't get a new car, why don't you just work your way up through the ranks?
I've worked hard enough already, you know? So this time, you're going to have to work harder for me. Up until now, your allowance has been $300 a month. But if you take care of Mom, I'll increase it to $1,000 a month. I promise, I'll treat you better than I've ever treated you. So please, come back to me.
Of course, I won't go back to you. I don't care how hard you work. This is between you and your parents. I'm a stranger. I have nothing to do with this.
Don't say that, please.
You're the one who said that it would be easy. Then why don't you be a man and give it your best until the end? Otherwise, your mother might really get desperate that she'll jump into the ocean. Well, I don't think she's able to do that by herself anyway. She seems to be the type of person who would survive even if someone pushes her off the cliff.
Wait a minute, Amanda. I've been cold to you, and I'm sorry for that. If you want, I'll even help you take care of your father. So please, don't give up on me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll block you so you can't contact me anymore.
Huh?
Please take care from now on. Also, give my best regards to Florence too. After that, I heard that Derek changed this job to a company where it is easier to take care of his mother. It seems that he can take holidays easily, even 3 days off a week, but his salary has dropped to less than half of what he used to make. Then, one day, a while after that, suddenly, I received a call from Florence, who had not yet blocked me. She said that since I wasn't willing to help her, she has no choice but to stay at home for the rest of her life. She also said that she's going to hate me for the rest of her life. Anyway, I sent her a picture of the trip with my paralyzed father and blocked her right away. If you and your caregiver have the will to do it, you can do anything you wish for. I wonder when Derek and Florence will realize that.
Tomorrow is your open day at school. What classes do you have?
You know, I don't want you to come to my class.
What? Why?
Because I know.
Know what?
You may say you're my mother, but you're not. You're not really my mother, are you?
Glenn, what are you talking about? Of course I'm your real mother.
I remember.
What?
The day you came to my house, I can't remember how old I was, but I can't forget the day you came to me and told me, I'm your mother.
Glenn?
I had suppressed the memory and forced myself to think of you as my mother, but I still can't erase the doubt. You're my stepmother, aren't you? Not my biological mother.
Of course not. I am your real mother. You are my precious son, whom I gave birth to and carried in my belly.
You saying you carried me in your belly? That makes me feel ill.
What?
Don't act like my mother when you're not. You're a fake mother.
That's not true. I'm really your mother.
Don't come to any more of my school functions.
Why not?
Because you're not my real mother. You may have fooled me before, but you can't fool me now. I won't think of you as my real mother anymore.
Glenn, what are you talking about? I didn't deceive you. I'm your mother, no matter what anyone says.
You're disgusting. You're not my mother. Don't act like you are.
Don't say that.
From now on, when I have school events, I'm going to ask Dad.
You can't do that. As your mother, I have the right to know about you.
I don't need you, my stepmother, to know. It's enough for my real father to know. Anyway, you're not coming to school anymore. Hey, you've got to be kidding me. I told you not to come here.
What are you talking about? What kind of parent doesn't show up to meet the fiancé when their son is getting married?
But you're not my parent. You're not my mother. I don't accept you as my mother.
How long are you going to keep saying that? I didn't adopt you. I'm your real mother.
Bullshit. You're just trying to pretend I don't remember when I was little. You're from my father's second marriage. You can't be my real mother.
What are you talking about? Your father was the love of my life. He loved me too. That's why you were born.
Are you still trying to brainwash me?
Brainwash?
I remember. I remember when you said, "Today we can finally live together."
There's a reason for that.
You're from my father's second marriage, aren't you? I'm a grown man. You can't lie to me like that. You married him for his fortune because he's the CEO of a company.
Huh? How dare you say that to your mother?
But you aren't. You're not my mother. You're my stepmother. Well, I'll give you credit for not abandoning me as a stepmother and bringing me up to this point. But don't act like my mother in front of my fiancé. I don't accept you as my mother.
How many years do we have to go back and forth on this? I told you I'm your mother. What's wrong with a mother being happy about her son's marriage?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
What?
You married for my father's fortune.
What? No.
I know what you did. You have a savings book hidden in the back of a cupboard drawer, don't you?
What?
How much of Dad's fortune did you take? I've seen you clutching that bank book and grinning like a crook many times. You think I don't know what's going on? You thieving bitch.
Glenn, what a thing to say to your mother.
Anyway, I'm not going to invite you to my wedding.
What?
You should stay away.
What do you mean? Only one parent is going to be there?
I'll ask my dad to invite my real mother. I'm going to invite my mom who gave birth to me.
So, me?
That's enough. Don't keep acting like you're my mother.
Thank you for yesterday. My parents said it was a great time. Well, Kelly, thank you for going out of your way to be so polite. I know he's an only child and can be selfish at times, but please take good care of Glenn for me. Yes, I will. I want to build a happy family without you in it. What? I know everything because Glenn told me. He says, you're his stepmother who married for his father's fortune. Huh? Glenn said that? Yes. You're his stepmother, but you persistently pretend to be his mother, and it's really annoying. He said that. He said that to you? I don't think it's right for you to pretend to be his mother either. So even after I marry Glenn, I don't think I'll ever be close to you. Kelly, what are you talking about? You treated me nicely yesterday. Isn't that natural? I didn't want my parents to feel uncomfortable. My future father-in-law was there too, so I had no choice but to pretend. Pretend? Since Glenn told me so, I don't accept that you are Glenn's mother. So please don't pretend to be a grandmother when we get married and have grandchildren. Oh no. Oh, Glenn said he wouldn't invite you to the wedding, right? What kind of son doesn't invite his mother to his wedding? Because you're his stepmother, aren't you? Also, it's because you married for his father's fortune. He doesn't want to invite someone like that to his wedding. How rude of you. I am the mother of that boy. Do you still say that? It's really dumbfounding. I can see why Glenn is so annoyed with you. Glenn said he's inviting his own real mother to the wedding. I don't think she'll want to see you face to face. You are such a... How can you say such horrible things to your fiancé's mother? Even if you're just his stepmother, I wanted to say hello once. Well, anyway, that's how it is. Glenn? Glenn? What does this mean? Answer me.
I told you not to come to my wedding. My real mother is coming to my wedding today. You, my stepmother, are no longer of any use to me, so stay away.
You're still talking like that. I'm your mother, remember? How many decades do I have to keep saying it?
You're my stepmother. You're just a woman who married for my father's money. Don't act like you're my mother. How many times have I told you?
What are you talking about? You, your father, and I have lived happily together. We had so much fun cooking family meals together. How happy we were to take walks together. I was truly happy to be able to live together, the three of us.
Well, you must have been happy because you got to be the boss's wife. But I never thought of you as my mother. Where is my real mother? I've been thinking about that since I was a little boy. There were times when I cried thinking about my real mother.
Is that so? I'm sorry I made you feel that way, Glenn. But believe me about this. I am the real mother who gave birth to you, okay?
No more lies. When I saw you holding that bank book so dearly, I knew you were after my father's fortune. You betrayed him, you betrayed me, and I became disillusioned. You may have fooled him, but you can't fool me.
Fool you? Glenn, have you always felt that way? Is that how you've always thought of me?
That's right. That's why I hate you, stepmother. Of course, I don't want you to attend my wedding.
Why not? We've lived together for decades. Why don't you know me by now?
Huh? I know you. You're after my father's property. You're just trying to get me out of the house as soon as possible so you can steal all that money, right? Are you trying to show yourself off at my wedding? Are you kidding me?
Glenn.
I'm not going to let you get your way. I'll have my real mother at my wedding. I don't need a stepmother. That's why I shut you out.
Then where is your real mother?
What? I asked my dad for her.
Oh?
I asked him to give an invitation to my real mother. My dad was fine with it. I didn't have to explain anything. He understood. My real parents are celebrating my wedding today, so I don't need you. Now go home.
You don't know what you're talking about.
What?
I didn't think you'd be that mean to me.
Oh, really? You're my stepmother. You're the one who wants my father's money.
I had you when I was a freshman in high school. We were in the same class.
What?
People gave me the cold shoulder, but I really wanted to have a child with a guy I loved. Of course, he felt the same way.
That's a lie. How could you have a child in high school? It's impossible to raise a child like that.
It was. That's why your father's parents took you in. Grandma and Grandpa.
What?
They were so against it at the time. They took you away from me right after you were born. They wanted to adopt you themselves, but we really wanted to raise you ourselves. That's why we, your mother and father, studied so hard after that.
No way.
Dad went through a rigorous apprenticeship with Grandpa, who owned a company. I studied everything I could about beauty to make a career out of it. That's why I'm able to run my own beauty company now. 4 years after you were born, my in-laws finally gave me the green light. You were 4 years old.
I remember that time when I was 4 years old.
Well, we were finally able to live together as a family. I spent the first 4 years of your life trying to get your grandparents to accept me. Your father, too. I can't tell you how many times I almost gave up. I just wanted to live with your father and you. That's when we finally found happiness.
Then, why didn't anyone tell me? My grandparents didn't tell me anything either, did they?
It was a scandalous event back then. A boy and a girl in their first year of high school had a baby. I'm sure even Grandma and Grandpa were talking about us behind our backs. The whole family was upset over it. No one wanted to be reminded of such a bad experience. They just wanted to treat you as if nothing had happened.
So, are you really my mother?
I'm telling you I am. I've been saying it for decades.
Oh no. But I asked Dad to give the invitation to my real mother. Did you get the invitation?
Yes, I did. I got an invitation from your father for your wedding. I'm your real mother.
Huh? You are?
Normally, I'm a calm person, but I was so happy to hear that you really understood. I cried so hard. And then, on the day of the wedding, I was kicked out of the wedding hall.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
How could you not have known? I've been telling you for decades that I'm your mother. And I'm sure your father tells you too. Why didn't you believe what both of your parents were telling you?
Because I thought you were just trying to convince me. I always thought you married him for his fortune.
Of course I didn't.
Then, what's with that bank book?
What?
That bank book you were always clutching and smiling about?
That? I was so sorry I couldn't be with you right after you were born.
What do you mean?
To make up for it, I was saving up for my much smaller salary.
Huh?
It was tiny at first, but as I got one beauty certification after another and got more jobs, I was able to save quite a bit. I've been doing this for a long time, hoping to give it to you when you get married.
Seriously?
No matter how many painful things you said to me, I could feel happy by looking at this bank book. Just imagining our happy family after you got married was enough to motivate me. I've worked so hard all this time, looking forward to giving you this.
Is it true? I thought it was a bank book that contained the money you were stealing from Dad. I thought you were just going to take it from him and leave.
You disrespected me a lot. I've lived my whole life loving you and your father. I've already saved about $100,000 in that bank book. I've been thinking that it's the proof of my hard work and that I can help make you happy.
Huh? That much? You were going to give that to me?
Yeah, I was going to give it to you as a wedding present, but...
But?
Of course I changed my mind after what you did to me.
Huh? Wait a minute. I didn't know anything about it.
Even if you didn't know, what kind of a person are you? You are supposed to be a functioning adult, aren't you? Your father is appalled by your behavior.
What? Is he with you?
Yes, he is. He said if I didn't attend the wedding, he wouldn't attend it either. He left the ceremony with me.
Huh? Wait a minute. The wedding is about to start, okay? You two should come back together.
How much do you think you've hurt me? How did I raise such a child? I'm really a failure as a mother.
Don't tell me you're going home.
After talking it over with your father, I've decided to go home.
Huh? I've never seen a wedding without the groom's parents.
I've never seen a groom kick his mother out of the ceremony either. I'm getting tired of it. You guys go enjoy yourselves at the wedding.
Is that a joke? Please, come back.
Mother-in-law! Mother-in-law, it's terrible that you missed the wedding. Oh, Kelly, you didn't want me to be there, did you? Then it's fine. No, I was wrong. Glenn told me that you are my real mother-in-law, and yet I said such horrible things. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm glad you understand. Well then, Mother-in-law, we still haven't received a present from you. Huh? According to Glenn, you prepared about $100,000 for us. I really respect a mother-in-law who can do that much for her son and daughter-in-law. Oh yeah? Glenn is married to me now, so I was wondering if you could congratulate us. Oh? You said I was annoying, that I shouldn't act like a mother, that you wouldn't let me see my grandchildren. You're being so sweet after all the things you've said to me. You're the one who got married for the money, aren't you? No, that's not true at all. I'm going to support Glenn to become a great CEO in the future. What? What are you talking about? Huh? Because my father-in-law is the CEO of the company, right? Glenn works for that company. That means he'll take over, right? That was the plan until now, but... Huh? Well, I'll think about your wedding present. Anyway, I'm sure you must be tired today, so have a good rest. Bye then. Mother-in-law! Glenn, are you awake?
Mother, I want to apologize for everything. And about yesterday's wedding. A lot of people were surprised that I had a wedding without my parents.
I'm sure they were. I've never seen a wedding like that.
It was terrible.
Which one is worse? Calling me stepmother? Treating me like a stranger? And then you kick me out of the wedding venue. I'm tired of being in a relationship with you.
What are you talking about? I'm finally married. We haven't even celebrated together yet.
I talked it over with your father yesterday.
About what?
I'll give you guys the $100,000 I've been saving up.
Really? You really want to give that much money as our wedding present? You really are a wonderful mother.
No, I don't.
Huh?
It's not a present. It's a payoff.
Payoff money?
I'm the mother responsible for giving birth to you. I couldn't even raise you as soon as you were born, so it's my way of apologizing. But I'm going to take this opportunity to cut myself off from you.
Huh? What are you talking about? You've been living with me all this time. Why are you telling me this when we've finally cleared up the misunderstanding?
I told you, didn't I? I'm tired of our relationship. I don't know what I was thinking when I was with you all these decades. After all, you didn't believe anything I said. And now that you're married, you and Kelly can live together in peace.
What are you talking about?
And also, I'm going to ask you to stop working at your father's company.
Huh? Why?
Your father made you work to take over the company, but he said he can't entrust the leadership to you who behaves so terribly to his mother.
What?
He wants you to work hard on your own in a company without any relatives. Maybe we were wrong to bring you up the way we did. As of today, we're severing our ties with you. From now on, you will make your own way in life on your own.
Wait. Kelly thinks I'm going to be the CEO in the future, you know?
So what? If you have true love like we do, it shouldn't matter what profession you have, right? You should be able to work hard together. I sincerely hope you guys can be that kind of a couple.
Are you really my mother saying something like that?
How dare you ask me that? I'm tired of living with you for the past few decades. From now on, it's just me and your father. I'm going to live happily with your father and not care about anyone else. That's what we've decided.
Oh no, you're giving up your son?
It's for your own good. You'll have to do the hard work yourself. Well then, tell that to Kelly.
Wait, Mom. I'm so sorry for everything I've done. I was too young. Now that I've finally woken up, I'll take care of you from now on, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. So don't give up on me.
With our strong willpower, we'll be fine, just the two of us. Because I've decided to stop obsessing about being a parent to you. It's none of my business anymore. Be well and good luck.
Mom!
After that, my son and his wife came to our house together to apologize. There are things that are forgivable, and there are things that are unforgivable. He had done unforgivable things to me, his mother. The wounds in my heart that he caused are not going to heal easily. We turned them away. My son and his wife, who accepted my savings, are still able to live a normal life. I worry a little that their finances will be in trouble. I sincerely hope that he will be able to find a new job and choose to make his own path. Now that I am alone with my husband, I feel as if my heart has finally been freed. From now on, I want to make up for the time I wasted working so hard for our son. I would like to spend more time together as a couple.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!